Paltrocast.
Jorge, a pleasure to be speaking to you this morning. How's it going besides having to talk to me?
Oh, freaking amazing, man. Sweet,
Well, I'm
enjoying the retired life. Caviar, golf, pickleball, more caviar. I'm fucking chilling, bro. Champagne, wine. People are sending me wine bottles because I retired. And they're saying I should get sophisticated. So I don't even drink wine. So I got a bunch of wine bottles that just been showing up in my house. And I'm not gonna lie, maybe I drank one or two. So retirement's not too bad, you know.
well, you might not be drinking the wine, but you drink Recuerdo Mezcal, am I
Oh
correct?
yeah, definitely. But I'm not really like I was never like too much of a big drinker, but now that I'm retired, I had like 2 cups of wine last week, it's getting up there.
Right. Well, you keep saying retirement, and most people's retirement means they're kicking back and doing nothing. In your case, Gamebred Bareknuckle MMA, that's not retirement right here. You are
No, no,
working more in retirement than most people work when they're not retired.
no. I'm just retired from fighting at the highest levels that the sport has to offer. But as far as life goes, I've just begun. I'm a baby when it comes to life, But for fighting, unfortunately, I can't keep it up there no more. The motor function, the reaction time isn't the same, as even 2, 3 years ago. Whoops. Hello. Lost you then.
Well, I mean, at least you went out on your own terms. A lot of people overstay their welcome.
Yeah, and that's something I never wanted to do. Plus I got into sports so young, man. I would say I was 12, 11 years old. I was already at gyms, going once a day, twice a day,
Right.
so on and so on. And as I kept getting a little bit older, it just piled up more and more and more. And I've been around the gym forever, and I knew a lot of guys that they would tell me like, hey man, don't stick around. I knew a lot of guys that were just fighting because they needed the money and they were like way too old and they were just, basically taking a dive or just getting a check. And I always told myself that that'll never be me. And a good way to judge it was my performances in the gym, how I would work out in the gym, and if I could still run with the pack or not. And obviously fight night, game speed, because the gym is one thing, and then fight night game speed is like a different thing.
Right. A lot of fighters pretty much they always have a number in their mind where they go, I'm going to be retired by age blank. Did you have an exit strategy?
No, I always just wanted to go to the gym and judge it off the gym. I'm at American Top Team, the best gym in the world, and we have so many great competitors, so many champions, so many guys in the
Right.
top 5 throughout, the whole gym. So I always thought like when I'm going to the gym and I'm just not doing well, that'll be a good sign. Or when I'm just not winning fights.
We've seen a lot of America's Top Team featured in All Elite Wrestling AEW. Is that a place where we might see you again in the future?
AEW, WWE, KFC, as long as they got money for me, I'm there, man. They gotta pay the bills and I'm there. I'll go domesticate all those savage fucking wrestlers real quick, get these guys in line if they need me to. They just gotta pay me the money.
Acting? Is that something that you also want to do?
They gotta pay me the money, man. I'm not looking forward to like acting because they kind of tell you like a lot of things, there's a lot of things that they're telling you and stuff. And I don't know if I want to do acting, but I'll tell you what I do want to do. That's promote fights, man. That's what I love. I've been doing it the last like 2 years and change, and I love it. And it's something I think very fitting. All the things that you mentioned, I could still do them on the side, but promoting will be my bread and butter, because as you know, Darren, like you know me from fighting, right? So
Right.
like, imagine now I became like a painter and I'm trying to sell you paintings. It'll be like, what's wrong with this dude? But I'm here selling you fights and violence. All you know me for and all I know. So it works out that way. And it just so happens that I have a passion for fighting. I love this. The doors were open to me many years ago when Kimbo Slice and Icy Mike invited me onto their backyard to fight in their platform, and the whole world got to get a taste of me and see a young me there. So it's always something that stayed in my heart, and now it goes like full 360, full circle, because now I get to do it for these young, hungry, up and coming guys, or maybe guys that are not young that don't have that platform to go out there and showcase their skills. Now I get to do it. Come on over to my show, fight, get all this shine, get all this publicity that I'm getting. The only guy that has more publicity than me as a promoter is who? Dana White. Other than that, every other promoter I crush. I tsunami over them, you know. So I'm gonna use that to promote all my fighters, to boost them to the very, very top.
Well, you say that your brand is violence, but I think that there's so many other ventures that you could be successful in. For example, if you said I have an energy drink, I think people would go, yeah, that's a guy with energy. That makes sense.
I'm sponsored by the best energy drink, Monster. Yeah,
Okay. So I think that we've learned here that if you want to do something, you're going to do it. And if they're going to pay you money for it, you'll do it. If someone wants to get you a business proposal, what's the best way to find you?
I got emails for them, you know, different emails they can send out. Should I say here? You want the email here?
Whatever you want to put out into the public, but I guess what you're saying is you can
What's the
be
email,
found.
young lady?
Victoria M. Gonzalez A.
Say it here at the camera, 'cause I can't.
Victoria M. Gonzalez, GONZALEZA@gmail.com.
Okay, that's if you want to find him and give him money, that's where you get him. So with Gamebred, arena show coming up, we see Roy Nelson, Marcus Perez, and all that. More shows coming after that this year. Do you know what's booked? And you don't have to give me an exclusive. It's just it's big and it's coming.
I'm giving you an exclusive. So we got, you know, Roy Nelson versus Dylan Kleckler, May 5th, stack card from top to bottom. We got numerous UFC veterans, numerous PFL veterans. We got the PFL light heavyweight champion going up against Marcus Perez. Actually, we got Carl Muntafa. I don't want to mess up his name. Versus Jamal Tatum, undefeated.
Right.
They're both heavyweights with like an 85% finishing rate. Jamal's only been to a decision once. We got also Sean Seriano versus Ago Husick. This is gonna be a banger, bro. Both guys are veterans.
Sure.
One's from UFC, one's from the PFL. This is gonna be another fight. South Florida guys that train out of here. So I'm like very excited, but I'm gonna break something on your show right here. In about 2 weeks' time, I'm gonna come back and break a huge boxing card on your platform. I'm the same guy that threw the Roy Jones versus Anthony Pettis, Jose Aldo versus Jeremy Stevens, Vitor Belfort versus Jacare Salazar. I'm telling you, we're gonna do it bigger. We're gonna do it better. We're gonna do it meaner. I'm gonna come back in about 2 weeks' time and break this card with you. I just need a couple more bout agreements here, a couple more bout there, and we're done. So I'm bringing you some top-notch boxers versus some top-notch MMA guys, and so on and so on. We got a nice, you know, mixture of things happening in that boxing event. And then maybe, hopefully by then, I got other stuff finalized for the next GFC bare knuckle card. I have an amazing grappler. I have a grappler that's gonna turn everybody's heads. When they find out who's coming over to compete, everybody's gonna go, holy smokes, how did this happen? This grappler is coming bare knuckle, and he's gonna be fighting with us for a little bit. You know, he's gonna get a couple fights signed with us. You know, and he's also, I think, gonna show for a lot of grapplers that, man, it's probably better for them bare knuckle because you don't have that extra glove on top of the extra pad on top of your grip. Now it's just right away, lock it in. You know, so I think a lot of grapplers will start making the transition, especially after they see maybe this individual having some success. So I'm just waiting for some signatures, and I'll be back to break these on here. And it's gonna be a fun ride, man.
Wow. Okay. So you are not retired on any level. Just we're not seeing you beating the hell out of people. That's the only thing. Okay.
From fighting. And that's only, you know, my body's still holding up good, man. Thank God. I've been in the sport 20 years and I've had my fair share of injuries, but I could still pull through a training camp. I could still wake up every day, you know, run my miles, go to the gym, get a little break, go do some more running in the afternoon and get another hard session at night. I could still do that for like 8 weeks and hold up strong, but it's just I was saying, man, those reflexes ain't there. But if not, well, I'd be fighting all the time, man.
You're still better than me. I still wouldn't fight you. Well, 2 quick questions, and then I'll let you run free. First question, music. What music do you like to train to when you can control the radio or the jukebox or whatever you play the music off of?
It's a good question, man. Lately I've gotten into that elevator music in the training just because there's no noise to it. There's no words to it. Nobody telling me what to do. It's just it's like very melatonin. So you never like peak or drop. It's just kind of like the same thing. And then everybody's like, yeah, but there's no soul, there's no nothing behind this elevated music. I'm like, fuck it, bro. I'm here to snatch souls, you know?
Got it. And my last question is, what are you watching on television lately? What do you like to watch at least?
You want me to be honest? You want me to just lie?
I want to be honest. It's okay if you watch Love Island or The Bachelor or bad reality TV, or you hate TV. Whatever you want to say is fine by me.
I actually truly wish I could watch any of those shows. I got like severe ADHD mixed
Sure.
with ADHD mixed with fucking a million things. So my attention span, you know, for starters, I'm not gonna lie to you. I fucking love Netflix, right? But I never get to pick anything because I open up the thing and there's so many options. It takes me like 40 minutes to finally pick something. And then when I finally pick something, if the ADD doesn't kick in, I just pass out, man. 'Cause I'm grinding all day long. So TV, the last like 6-8 months, I couldn't tell you like too much, but I do watch like fights and stuff, you know, here and there. Still watching a lot of fights and digesting that, whether it be boxing, Muay Thai, MMA, wrestling matches, but like a good movie I haven't seen. The last show that I saw probably on TV was American Horror Story, because I like horror flicks and things like that. I saw that. That was the last thing I saw, I think.
You got good taste. Well, Jorge, thank you for the many years of great entertainment. So glad to see that you're not slowing down on any level. Love your mezcal. Glad to see that the bare knuckle thing, you're taking it to the next level. It's going to keep growing. You're bringing the fighters to the top level. Jorge, thank you for being you.
Thank you, my brother. God bless Darren. Thank you always for having me. 2 weeks time, we're gonna break some more bread and news on this fucking platform of yours. We want to tell the whole world who's coming. Hey, make sure you don't miss Cinco de Mayo, FLA Live Arena. Tickets available at Ticketmaster. The first sanctioned MMA bout with no gloves in the state of Florida. History. Let's go, everybody. The first of many.
Paltrocast.